The year was 2027. Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit, at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job, said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them, but their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullets slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. It took me half a year to get a feel for her. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again. This time, by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claimed to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it, and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The AUG killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the AUG's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. Wasn't so easy for them this time. I took out the tank named Barrett, even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end. Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Sarif Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in the lower city, close to the penthouse Barrett had told me about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen. The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the AUG in Sarif's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the Triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Sarif Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit the alarm, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Sarif had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPOs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack, but Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, had turned those signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more. Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications' First Lady of News. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit's satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The Mercs were led by an augmented killer I crossed paths with twice before, Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's First Lady of News wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the Mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Sarif if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities, and the UN was being urged to intervene. Sarif was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor turned philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Sarif had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Sarif Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Sarif, Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates, seconds after entering Hengsha's airspace. Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into Lower Hengsha. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the Triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm off a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door, meaning at least one of Sarif's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a bell tower ship. It was sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Hyron Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore, and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Seraph's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. Their little ambush didn't work. I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who'd Seraph had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time could give us the answers. I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes, you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are ya?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen, am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you. Listen up, all of you. We got a sandstorm barreling down our arse and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding? That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Aran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. best UC Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get in tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts that party. Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
I'm not leaving my 6 exposed. Give me something lethal.
Your call, but Singh's undercover in all this.
So watch your fucking sights.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Never was one to play the odds. Give me something I can use up close.
You got it. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
I'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your #1 priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your happy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Task Force Actual. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move it into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
Jensen, we're moving through... Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Jinn have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to hack keypads.
Should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. initiated. Access granted.
What now? You will die here! في هذا الصابع! ليس مكان أحسن من هذا! تعال! بس بدي أريح شوي. Damn spot. I think that's the plan.
احنا ما بدنا احد تاني يحط هذه العملية في خطر قبل ما يصل تاجر الأسلحة.
I'll do another sweep in the area, just to make sure.
اعلمني إذا أي شيء تغير. هذه المنطقة آمنة. بدنا هذيك الأسلحة. لعب أساس الرمل. طيب خلينا ناخذ جولة ثانية. ما بتقدر تقتلنا كلنا.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Jensen, Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big, and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
والله خسارة نحط الرصاص على بلاد الشمال. بكره العواصف بتسلم. تفتح الشبابيك وتقفلها. شكلنا كده جينا بدري، مش شايف اي حاجه. مخزن من المخازن الموجودة على السطح عشان تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Good. There's too much riding on this deal. Last thing we need is it comes breaking down.
فهمت. يلا نبتدي نتحرك.
McCready, how you making out?
Slower than expected. It's like someone's tilled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the...
That was fast. You installed the signal booster already?
عشان المخزن من المخازن الموجودة على السطح عشان تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Good. There is too much riding on this deal. Last thing we need is the comes breaking down.
فهمت. يلا نبتدي.
It was the wind. It must be.
انت جاي منين؟
I swear this place is haunted.
المكان ده المفروض يكون هادي. احنا هننتقم منه. يا دي التسيب. كنت عايز اريح النهارده.
McCready, how you making out?
Slower than expected. It's like someone's tilled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jensen. You want me to grab you any spare parts?
No parts. But I take mine with cream and 2 sugars while you're asking.
الجو قلب علينا بسرعة على ريحة 50. طبعا.
No, this isn't possible.
مختفي.
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications booster. If you can, disable it.
Roger that.
You will die here! كنت عارف
Listen up, everyone. Chang's hacked into the Jin's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Sing any second.
خليل، الراجل اللي هيبقى علينا الحاجات جاية كمان شوية. روح قول لبقية الناس ان انا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy. Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
Jensen, we're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helos inbound and this sandstorm's getting close. You get that comms booster disabled?
Negative. Didn't find it.
Well, you better hope Singh's cover stays intact. Otherwise, you'll be answering to me.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
gents. Penthouse access route secure. Jin shouldn't be a problem. Over.
Copy that.
About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted. All right, strike force. Position and hold.
Strike 1, in position.
Strike 2, all set. Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4 in position and holding, boss. Eyes up, safety's off, guys.
Yeah, no shit, brown nose.
Watch your fucking mouth, Halliday.
Both of you, shut up. 5 in position.
Everybody stay sharp. Singh's got eyes on Shepard. Patching you in now.
Target's in the AO. Remember, Singh's down there, so watch your fire.
You got balls, Singh. Executing a buy with a sandstorm on our ass.
I cannot take credit for Mother Nature, mister.
You can call me Shepard.
How biblical. Are these the weapons?
The Ogs. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are still on the chopper. Show me the cash, quick, and we'll...
What the? The part has been crashed. Shepard is dead.
What? By who? What's going on down there?
Miller, this isn't the Jinn. Repeat, it's not the Jinn.
They're after the weapons. Open fire! Open fire!
Weapons free! Open up!
Greedy. Make it a grab for the chopper. You got a shot?
Negative. Negative. We're under heavy fire down here. We can't let that chopper take off, Jensen.
I got it.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Moving to position!
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that. Miller, chopper's been grounded. Repeat.
Jensen! You're welcome.
Shit.
Artificial eyes to prosthetic limbs.
From molecular-sized computers.
Human-controlled evolution available to all. We will merge with machines, with computers.
When this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you. No, stop! And plan. Scenes of horror on the streets of Detroit.
What kind of madness has gripped mechanically augmented people?
Shanghai, Los Angeles, Ankara, Dubai.
People are dying out there. Millions of people.
The search for survivors in Pangaea has been downgraded to a recovery mission.
The Czech Republic leads a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens. It's a new world, Evan. It's afraid of people like us.
bust into safe and secure Seraph Industries closely towards.
You didn't think it would end with the AUG incident, did you?
We were victims. This is retribution for a tragedy we cannot control.
They control the news. They buried the truth with disinformation.
Multiple detonations. Looks like car bombs.
Another terrorist attack, this time in a police station.
The United Nations Security Council has tasked
The new anti-terrorist intelligence and response team will have global jurisdiction. 29. Agent Jensen.
I won't let it happen again.
What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All of them. This sandstorm didn't help.
The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale of success is a generous one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, the people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game, after all.
That's never changed.
You think so? Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course? The AUG incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with you. But let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany. We may need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius, even with Dowd's money. You know what Rand will find in New York? Weak, ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our alternate strategy. You have claimed much in the past, Paige. This is your chance to deliver.
Everything is in place. We can initiate whenever you wish.
How secure your communications, Bob? Jaina seems to have eyes everywhere these days. He and his Juggernaut Collective...
Jaina's won't be an issue. I've made arrangements. I laid the foundations. Now it is time to get everyone's attention. Paige, activate the sleep cell.
Konečná stanice Růžičkovo nádraží. Příjezd za 5 minut.
Miller, it's Jensen. Just getting off the train now.
Copy that. We'll debrief when you get in. You coming straight to the office?
Unless there's a problem at a checkpoint.
Your papers should be in order. Just keep your head down. Miller out.
Hot off.
No, I'm afraid they are not. What? The papers are no good. You just let my wife think. Yo, come here. Yes, you. What is your name? Vladimir Shukras.
So sorry.
Very sorry.
Damn it.
Oh, cool. Damn Clank! Why don't you watch where you're going?
Here, let me help you with that, ma'am.
Man? Seriously?
I could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're alright, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. The Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped you into one of them. They've got a team in Oman. Could have been a hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
I don't know. If the task force is an Illuminati front, like we all suspect, it doesn't make much sense to send it into an ambush.
Unless they wanted our team to see something. Officially.
Augover, připravte si papíry. Připravte si papíry na inspekci.
Don't make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
Nezastavuj se!
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. Didn't work out so well.
So what? Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over? To hell with that!
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop. I thought you knew that.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop them. It doesn't mean turning a blind eye to...
Then help me find them.
Hold it! Hand over your papers. Just watch yourself, Clank.
I can't believe you're doing that!
You brought this on yourself.
Put your hands up on that!
Make this any harder than it has to be.
I hate this city. Come on. If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why. Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did. But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it. Ever heard of the NSN?
The neural subnet, sure. In TF-29, directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
Whisper chip. Custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSN's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus. Leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSN's motherboard.
Alex, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Do you hear that? We're gonna check it out.
Okay, be careful. We'll talk.
Hold on. Shit. Alex, it's Adam.
Hey, you sound like shit. How you feeling?
A little sore, but I'll be alright. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've been through worse. Jesus, how fucked up is that to think, huh?
Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up a little, so I've got to get checked out. But if you want to meet or...
What? No, I'm fine, man. You just take care of you. This girl's built tough. Give me a call when you're useful again, okay?
Alright, I will. Talk to you soon. Open blinds.
Good morning, Adam. You have one new message.
From?
David Sarek.
Play it.
Adam, it's David. I know it's been a while, but after what happened in Prague yesterday... Look, son, whatever reasons you've had for not getting in touch these last 2 years, life's too short. I'm leaving for London soon, but give me a call.
You saved his vidcall number?
Yes, Adam. Just activate your TV system.
Yeah! You know, before that little musical interlude there, I was talking about some serious shit. So let's keep going. First of all, let me get this out.
International Civil Engineering and Action Plan is the brainchild of Santo CEO, Nathaniel Brown. Its flagship project, a glittering engineered city named Rabia, is slated to be publicly unveiled at one of Brown's upcoming Safe Harbor conventions. I, for one, cannot wait to learn more. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Tradition. Precision, refinement, static watches. It's about time.
In yet another augmented terror.
Miller, it's Jensen.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my AUGs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot of work... block ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now!
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the Valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
Stop right there! Yeah, you! Down on your knees! Hands behind your head.
There's just never enough time.
Find out. Hold still. Okay, hands behind your back. Innocent, just like everyone else. I said your papers are expired.
Watch out. Cowards could have bombs in the dumpster.
Street is off limits, Oyobok. Private function. All businesses are temporarily closed.
Just take it easy. Everything will be fine. Everything will be just fine.
What do you mean he's being manipulated? I don't know exactly, but someone saw him in the sewers. Have the mercy.
Don't forget about your permit authentication card.
I'm serious. I saw him last night out behind the window.
You better wait to get me on it.
The rain's supposed to be bonbon, you know?
Sorry, we only saw a window. It is close. I told you, not my kind of merchandise, and not my problem.
You want to take me on? Try me one more time.
Don't bother, Hamza. No posing.
Please, leave me alone.
Keep walking back.
Spolupráce s příslušníky státní policie je povinná. Pro svou vlastní bezpečnost dbejte jejich pokynů.
That artist was pretty cute.
Oh, no one here. What now?
Don't let anyone.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
so bad here?
Hear anything? Done, right?
I can't believe I was ever afraid of you! Get in like this! Come on! Always put you out of your suffering, You're a fucking joke!
program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Jensen! Thank God! I'm down in the dungeon, man! You remember the title of my super secret book, right?
I remember it's red.
Jensen! My favorite techno wonderkind! Sorry about the goons, man. They didn't give you too much trouble, did they?
They're not gonna be a problem anymore. What do they want? You behind on your protection money?
I don't think it's about money. I got this little misunderstanding with their boss, Otar. You know how it is with these gangster types.
Enough to know that there's no such thing as a little misunderstanding.
Diwali internal politics. I'm gonna get it sorted. Gonna see the big boss myself. As soon as things settle down. The day after a bombing, man, it's... Well, I mean, it's scary, right? I'm surprised people go out at all.
Sometimes people don't have a choice. My systems took a hit. I was hoping you could help me get everything running again.
Took a hit? You mean... Oh, shit! Why didn't you say so? We need to get you in the chair. The chair. You know, I've always wanted to get a closer look at those satty fogs of yours. A real close look. So let's strap you in, get the gas going, and then, well, then I just need to sort of dive in. Feel my way around.
What exactly are you going to do to me?
I'm not sure yet. First, I gotta get in there to see what's wrong. But don't worry. I'm not gonna do anything to you I wouldn't do to myself. I promise. Besides, you've been here a few times. You know I'm professional.
You've never had to put me under before.
I never saw you the day after an explosion before either. That was a big shock to your system, man. Kaboom! Now, you want me to fix you or not?
Hang on a sec, you're gonna put me under for how long? What if the Diwali send reinforcements?
Oh, you're just stalling. Those illiterates aren't going to get in here. Don't be scared of the chair, okay? The chair is gentle. I promise. This thing with the Diwali is nothing. Otar's pissing where he shouldn't.
I count on you to fix me, Kohler. To some extent, your problems are my problems.
That's sweet, Jensen. Otar Botkovelli is the Diwali #2 guy. The men outside, they were his men. But the big boss man is Radic Nikoladze. He is the #1 guy. And I know Radic, so don't worry about it. Now, are we gonna do this procedure, or what?
All right, let's just get this over with.
Relax, Jensen. It's gonna be fine. You won't even know I'm in there. You'll feel weightless, far away, like you're someone else. But Kohler's gonna bring you back and make you you again. Before you know it.
What?
Oh, thank God. Take it easy. I swear I didn't mean to... Your retinal display should be back soon. You can still move, right?
Where did you...
I was trying to connect the unconnected. But you got some strange fucking ogs back there. I mean, I probably shouldn't have. Here, let me get you some water. Or something stronger, maybe?
Water.
You got it, Jensen. Just ease out. Okay? Don't freak out. Rebooting was the only way to save you.
Save me from what, Kohler?
Core meltdown. You almost melted my chair. So I reset you, and I found these... I think it's better if I show you what I found. Bring up your system display. You need to see this for yourself. These are your implants. You're familiar with all these, right?
Yeah, David Sarif installed them. Took 2 years for my body to get used to everything.
Right. Well, I had to undo some of that getting used to.
What's going on, Kohler? Why do I feel different?
Something was trying to vampire the juice out of you. I couldn't figure out what until after the reboot. Turns out your Factory Zero is not the standard Factory Zero.
What am I looking at?
Experimental fucking test dogs, man. Hidden inside your body.
You're telling me I got more implants than I thought I did?
More than your body can handle. Pretty cool, right?
I'm not sure yet.
I want to show you what happens when you activate one of these suckers. It's okay, Jensen. One isn't gonna kill you.
You've said that before.
It's okay, Jensen. One isn't gonna kill you.
You've said that before.
See that? Major spike in your power consumption.
Where the hell did these things come from?
I can't answer that. All I know is the explosion must have woken them up. But man, you wanna use these crazy fucking things? That's your right. We just gotta make sure it doesn't fry you. Now, I think I maybe got an idea on how to do that. Try shutting down one of your other implants. You know, just for fun. Go ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using. Go ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using. Go ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using. Go ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using. Go ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using. See that? Cooled you right down. You have the power to balance your system if you want. Just, you know, don't activate everything all at once.
What would happen if I did?
Well, you'd suffer some major glitches due to overheating. We're talking risk of permanent damage. So, you know, maybe don't do that.
All right. Reset me now, Kohler. I'll reactivate what I need myself.
Okay, so I'm not always gonna be there for you like this. I can't just follow you around to reset things and hold your neural weave together. Whatever choices you make from here on out, they're your choices.
Thought you were supposed to be my AUG expert.
I specialize in Chinese black market, okay? The shit I found hidden inside you, spliced into your system like that, looks to me like it's from Mars, man.
I'm pretty sure they're not from Mars.
I feel bad. You deserve answers I can't give you. I can help manage your system better than anyone in Prague. Help you make the most of the new AUGs we just found.
But you can't tell me where the hell they came from. As far as I know, David Sarif installed all my AUGs. If there's something inside me I don't know about, he's the one I need to talk to.
I am familiar with Sarif's work. These new Augs, they look different to me. I mean, that neodymium shell. Who uses dimorphic magnetorheological fluid like that? Seriously, if you talk to Sarif, you need to ask him that. Shit really stands out. Pretty fucking cool, actually.
You ever seen anything like this before? An AUG system that's deliberately hidden like that?
I don't know, Jensen. I mean, I heard of people getting the black market treatment before. Pass out in Prague, wake up in Shanghai. But usually they wake up with less AUGs, not more.
What exactly makes these AUGs so different from my other ones?
They look like experiments, is what? Loose wiring everywhere, man. It's like half of you is untested, unfinished, unbelievable. It's beautiful is what it is.
This tune-up went longer than I expected. Let's wrap this up.
Right. Here, take some Praxis kits for the trouble. Praxis solves everything. Keeps customers happy. Just, remember what I showed you about managing your juice. It's gonna be a balancing act for you. Well, unless...
Unless what, Kohler?
There could be a way to optimize. It's just... It would involve getting something from Otar. A neuroplasticity calibrator.
If there's a way for me to use everything I have without compromise, I want to know about it.
I was hoping you'd say that. I order all my fancy tech from this illegal catalog, right? But my last shipment got intercepted by Otar Botkoveli.
The same Otar whose men were looking for books out there before?
I am not going to force you. I want you to want to do it. I want you to want to be an augmented god among men. If that sounds like something that interests you, then you should know that Otar runs an underground casino in the Chisti district. The entrance is in a small courtyard off Hlavny Street.
Thanks for the info, Kohler. Thanks for the praxis.
Jensen, I'm getting worried. Should I be calling every police station in town looking for you?
That's not necessary. I'll be in soon.
Good, because we've got work to do. Jensen, it's Miller. Listen, I need your eyewitness report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
Move along, everyone. That's it. Nothing but
Another one.
Radíme všem občanům, aby se vyhýbali přelidněným prostranstvím a... pokud možno nevycházeli z domu.
Consciousness, I've heard of this.
The Ascension will want to communicate with evidence. Join me. Sorry, cannot help.
I will see you soon.
Together we will bring about the machine god, and the future is ours.
And what? Ship us all up?
In our body,
They
our
cannot be
authentic body, lies our salvation, seekers.
They have
We
the
carry the seeds of the kingdom.
and we are all responsible.
I was lost like
This world
the
was
dawn
not
of
yours.
a new age.
The wrong path. Just a family go, please.
Like mountain ancestors, with the life of the machine god friends. Join
Maybe they will offer us sanctuary.
come together. Do not hesitate.
This is not the place for you.
In the northwestern United States, a group of non-augmented citizens, armed with assault rifles, have begun patrolling the streets of Lewistown, Montana. They claim the U.S. government is not doing enough to protect them from augmented crazies. In China, yes, folks, these are troubled times indeed. Visit Plaza Casa, reporting to you live from Pikehead.
The sector. Construction. Quality. Quality. Excellence. Center.
No doubt many viewers were horrified by that story I brought to you last week, in which a suicide gunman ruthlessly attacked a small augmented community near Dar es Salaam.
blind spots. Come out, Og!
Děkujeme za spolupráci během stavu nouze. Po útoku na ručičkově nádraží se stále pohřešuje několik osob. Podrobnosti najdete na webu státní policie. Potenciálně zmatené či zraněné jedince prosím ohlaste úřadu.
Armed with assault rifles, have begun patrolling the streets of Lewistown, Montana.
Adam, thanks for calling me back, son. I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all...
I'm not interested in your sympathy, Seraph. We've got more important things to discuss. Like my doctor finding dormant OGs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant experimental OGs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test dogs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
God, you've got a Titan Og? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
Orlov? Sounds Russian. Who is he? Why wouldn't he have fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the US. His grades were off the chart, but his theories were sketchy at times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that? The woman who gave you my DNA to experiment with?
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orlov didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
I've got to find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon. I've got meetings with Nathaniel Brown and the Santo group there. But I can make phone calls, reach out to people. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by infolink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchaea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive a year after everyone thought you were dead. Why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
We have the answer. Take control of the destiny. A pokud možno nevycházeli z domu.
Shit.
These papers are out of date.
I got them last week.
No, they expired last week.
I must have taken the old ones by mistake. How does this Radia work? Do you need Augs to build it, or do you want us to live there?
Both. Although everyone...
When you wish upon a star. What? The song. It's in my head. It makes me think of the...
Smells like police.
Child killer. Not now, I'm busy. I hate watching the news.
I don't have time.
Murders.
Hold it, Clank. Let me see your permit, and be quick about it.
I'm sure you'll find everything in order, officer.
What's the matter, eh? I'm holding you up from some important, This is a BH-847.
Is that what it is? Sounds impressive.
Are you going to be a problem? Eyes to yourself. You are cleared through this checkpoint. Go about your business.
Can't even trust the department.
It's very strict, and the security is a friend.
I always get a little nervous when I go into the subway. I don't like the feeling of being trapped on the
This is great. I'm
We understand, Lassie.
The shopkeeper was late on his protection payments, so my client beat him to death with a baseball bat.
No augmenting security. All
Stop. Identification. You are going to die when you...
No way.
He tried to pay with a credit card?
Like I'm always telling you, Vano, people in all country are more genuine. They treat each other with respect. If a man has something to say, he says it to your face. Politely. That is what... Listen.
Go away, Clegg. We're closed.
Oh, he is not here to gamble, Vano. Are you?
You're Otar?
I am Mr. Botkovelli, yes. And who are you?
I'm here on behalf of a concerned third party.
Oh, you hear that, Vano? Our guest is a very private person.
I found it pays to be cautious when you don't know exactly who you're dealing with.
That is true. But sometimes it can create problems which could have been avoided had they been more forthcoming. If neither man is willing to compromise, they cannot reach a satisfactory understanding.
I would like to avoid any misunderstandings.
Good. So in this case, since you already know my name, no doubt other things about me, I think you owe me the same courtesy.
I'm with Interpol, but I'm not here to cause any trouble. Organized crime is someone else's department. I'm here to pick up the shipment you're withholding from Václav Koller.
Vano, look. The only honest policeman in Prague. Koller must want this item very much to send someone like you. But I will tell you what I told Koller. No, he cannot have the calibrator, and you can't either. Dealing with Augs is bad business. A point which some people in this organization have yet to understand.
Koller didn't send me. I volunteered after he explained his situation. Sounded like he can use a little help. The truth is, though, I'm doing this for me. I need some repairs done, and Koller needs the calibrator to do them.
You believe this man, Vano? Such commitment to honesty. But now I wonder about your commitment to other people. But tell me, Mr. Friendship, how far are you willing to go to help out a friend in need?
If someone needs my help, I give it. Any way I can.
It is like I am always telling him, you can get a lot accomplished just by having a conversation. I will let you have the calibrator.
Thanks. And what's it gonna cost me?
Listen to the man, Vano. Even when he gets what he wants, he does not trust it. What shall we do with such a man? What will it cost? A favor.
What kind of favor?
Don't worry. I will let you know in due time. It won't be too painful. Not for you. So what do you say? Do we have a deal, Mr...
Jensen, we have a deal.
Excellent. Upstairs in my office, you will find Koller's calibrator. I will be in touch.
The
local authorities have made gambling illegal.
Yeah?
All right, Koller. I've got your neuroplasticity calibrator.
That's great! I'm gonna pencil you in for that optimization procedure. Just as soon as I'm done with this house call.
What house call?
I got this other client, you know, doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Neither do I, Kohler. Call me when you're ready.
Hand it over. You better hope all your paperwork is in order, Hanser. An unauthorized clank in the city could mean big trouble for you.
You've got enough trouble as it is.
Is that right? 1 second. Centro, confirm a BH-847. You must have some kind of super weapon under the hood.
What I have is a job to do.
Well, do
and
not
no
let
time
me
to
keep
waste.
you then. Get moving, asshole.
Are you telling me you don't think they should all be moved there? Got what you're looking for. Got what you're looking for. Smells like police. Got what you're looking for.
What is this city coming? Remember, Devon, when we were kids?
Kopeki.
That's it! Kopeki! I used to love going in there as a boy. So much magic. Shame it's closed now.
That place should have been burned to the ground years ago. Fucking puppets and clowns are the spawn of the devil.
We won't push you aside.
Papíry, prosím.
This is getting to be a real pain.
Chvilku strpení, prosím. Skenuju. Co pak tady máme? OK. Žádný problémy? Tak jo, Augu. Můžeš jít dál.
Keeping an eye on you all.
Don't do anything suspicious.
Santo and Ogden, just like you, are creating the future. Together.
got turned around?
Another one.
Happens to everyone.
No big
So,
deal.
that way, no, that's... So, have a nice day. Quiet today. Do not do that again, Hunter. I don't want any trouble.
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant?
You're heading into TF-29? Already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
These guys are crashing these guys south. I still have no idea who right. This guy might have
Adam Jensen, please report.
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah, it was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm alright.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now, a meeting with Lyon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months, can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
This is...
Last night, the collector published the tax returns on 50. Richest people in Switzerland.
Millions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaves. Causing several
So, you've decided you need some practice, huh? You know the best tip my training officer ever gave me? Reload your weapon before it's empty. Saves time. If you zoom in using iron sight, you'll acquire targets faster. Try it. You'll see the difference. Of course, you know a headshot is the fastest way to take down a target. But watch out for helmets. They'll slow you down. If your target is wearing armor, you'll do less damage per round. See how many rounds it takes to get through? Let's try armor piercing this time. Easier, right? Remember that, Agent. The right tool for the right situation. Could save your life. Now, let's take a look at the technical targets. These are tougher to disable using regular ammo. They tell me shooting security devices isn't usually the best way to go. You should try to disable them. Once you've disabled a security device, your armor-piercing rounds will take it out more easily. You should always have at least one backup weapon, so you can improvise, adapt, overcome any situation. Hoorah! Seems like you're warmed up now. Let's go over some of the other aspects of your weapons. I like how silencers reduce sound, but the trade-off is less stopping power, less damage per hit. See how much extra ammo you need because of the silencer? Back to normal. But if you need to be quiet, Adam, the silencer's the way to go. Just remember the decreased damage. You know there are several other types of attachments you can use to upgrade your weapons. Keep your eyes open for them. Again, reloading your weapon before it's empty saves time. rifle in full auto will take down targets fast, but it'll burn through your ammo. That's your refresher, but I'm sure you already knew all that stuff, Adam. Feel free to come back anytime.
Jensen, we need to talk.
Relies on public perception.
It isn't safe.
Right now, I think my blood is about 6%.
Luminoso cartel strategy session will begin in 5 minutes. Luminoso cartel strategy session in 5 minutes.
I think Singh's got some kind of adrenaline addiction. He plays it too close to the edge.
He made it out of Dubai, didn't he?
I'm telling you, if it had been anyone but Jensen...
It is Jensen, yes?
I think Director Miller's making a mistake, putting all our resources into finding these Dubai newcomers. Composition could tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that really does the talking.
This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Lycus. Exclusivity.
I don't even know where to start, as opposed to conducting an actual...
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Information.
What I need you to do... Maybe whoever's in charge...
I'm on it. Still unconfirmed.
You probably haven't
It's
heard
gonna
yet.
take him a while.
The TF-29 now has an official...
Agent Joey.
These are the chances he knew he was taking.
I've run DNA checks through all the alcohol.
Listen up, team.
Right now, I think my
What's
blood
your
is about
status?
60%
We'll get him
caffeinated.
for you, Jensen.
Listen up.
We got this. Thanks.
Listen up, team. What's their status? Where was that chopper headed?
I have 3 airfields in Qatar that are promising, but they're privately owned.
The OC's totally overrun. There was another attempt to breach our firewall last night.
You think one of them will pop up and see the lists? Right now, I think my blood is... Everybody